Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. What differentiates AWS Direct Connect from VPN connections in terms of network performance and reliability? AWS Direct Connect is less secure and reliable than VPN connections. AWS Direct Connect provides dedicated connectivity with predictable latency. AWS Direct Connect offers lower bandwidth capacity for higher data transfer costs. AWS Direct Connect uses public internet connections for data transfer. One key difference between AWS Direct Connect and VPN connections is that AWS Direct Connect provides dedicated connectivity with predictable latency, enhancing network performance and reliability. What is the purpose of AWS Direct Connect location? To host virtual servers. To provide access points for connecting to the AWS network. To configure Route 53 routing policies. To manage IAM policies. AWS Direct Connect locations are physical data centers where AWS provides access points for connecting to the AWS network, enabling direct connections for customers. What is the significance of AWS Direct Connect in hybrid cloud architectures? Managing IAM roles for S3 buckets. Enabling secure and high-performance connectivity between on-premises and AWS resources. Facilitating website hosting on EC2 instances. Automating database backups. AWS Direct Connect plays a significant role in hybrid cloud architectures by enabling secure and high-performance connectivity between on-premises IT infrastructure and AWS resources, ensuring seamless integration and data transfer. What is the advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for video streaming services? Automated content distribution. Unlimited video storage options. Low latency and high-quality video delivery. Slow video encoding processes. AWS Direct Connect offers low latency and high-quality video delivery for video streaming services by providing dedicated connections that ensure fast and reliable data transfer, delivering high-quality video content to users with minimal latency and buffering. What is the purpose of AWS Direct Connect location? To streamline user authentication processes. To provide load balancing for AWS services. To store backup copies of your data. To establish physical connection points between your network and AWS. AWS Direct Connect locations are physical connection points where you can establish dedicated network connections between your network and AWS infrastructure, ensuring reliable and secure data transfer. How can AWS Direct Connect help improve network performance? By reducing latency and increasing bandwidth. By automatically scaling resources. By providing free cloud storage. By monitoring DNS requests. AWS Direct Connect can help improve network performance by reducing latency and increasing bandwidth through a dedicated and direct connection to AWS. What is the primary purpose of using AWS Direct Connect for connecting to AWS services? To share network resources with other organizations. To reduce encryption standards for faster data transfer. To establish a private, dedicated connection with consistent performance. To increase data transfer latency for improved security measures. The primary purpose of using AWS Direct Connect for connecting to AWS services is to establish a private, dedicated connection with consistent performance, ensuring reliable communication and secure data transfer. What is the benefit of using AWS Direct Connect over VPN connections? Easier configuration of network policies. Reduced network costs and increased security. Faster internet speed for general browsing. Automated scaling of resources. AWS Direct Connect offers reduced network costs and increased security compared to VPN connections by providing a dedicated private connection to AWS. How can AWS Direct Connect help reduce data transfer costs for organizations? By increasing data transfer latency. By limiting the bandwidth capacity for data transfer. By using shared network resources with other organizations. By bypassing the public internet and using private connectivity. AWS Direct Connect can help reduce data transfer costs for organizations by bypassing the public internet and using private connectivity, which can lead to cost savings and more predictable data transfer expenses. Why would an organization consider using AWS Direct Connect over AWS VPN for network connectivity to AWS? For automated resource scaling. For cost-effective data storage. For dedicated and consistent network performance. For real-time monitoring of Lambda functions. An organization may consider using AWS Direct Connect over AWS VPN for network connectivity to AWS for dedicated and consistent network performance, ensuring reliable and secure data transfer. What is the purpose of the AWS Direct Connect console? To deploy serverless applications. To automate virtual machine provisioning. To manage and monitor Direct Connect connections. To optimize cloud storage costs. The AWS Direct Connect console allows users to manage and monitor their Direct Connect connections, providing visibility into network usage, status, and configuration settings for efficient network management. What is the advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for high-bandwidth applications? Increased data storage capacity. Complex network configuration requirements. Limited data transfer speeds. Scalable bandwidth options and reduced network congestion. AWS Direct Connect provides scalable bandwidth options and reduces network congestion for high-bandwidth applications by offering dedicated connections that allow for high-speed data transfer without competing with other network traffic, ensuring reliable performance for bandwidth-intensive applications. What is a key advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for disaster recovery scenarios? Facilitating database sharding in DynamoDB. Ensuring low-latency data replication to AWS. Automating resource creation in CloudFormation. Reducing storage costs for archived data. A key advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for disaster recovery scenarios is ensuring low-latency data replication to AWS, enabling organizations to quickly recover and access critical data in the event of a disaster. How does AWS Direct Connect provide a more secure option for data transfer to AWS compared to public internet connections? By sharing network resources with other organizations. By reducing encryption standards for faster communication. By providing a dedicated connection with private connectivity. By increasing latency and data transfer delays. AWS Direct Connect provides a more secure option for data transfer to AWS compared to public internet connections by providing a dedicated connection with private connectivity, ensuring data security and privacy during transfers. How can AWS Direct Connect help improve latency for connecting to AWS services? By using shared public internet connections. By reducing the need for data transfer. By providing a dedicated network connection with consistent performance. By increasing bandwidth capacity. AWS Direct Connect can help improve latency for connecting to AWS services by providing a dedicated network connection with consistent performance, reducing latency, and increasing reliability. What type of connection speed options are available for AWS Direct Connect? 1 gigabits per second and 10 gigabits per second. 10 gigabits per second and 100 gigabits per second. 100 bits per second and 1 gigabits per second. 1 gigabits per second and 100 gigabits per second. AWS Direct Connect offers connection speed options of 1 gigabits per second and 10 gigabits per second to meet different bandwidth requirements. What is a disadvantage of using AWS Direct Connect compared to VPN connections to AWS? Inability to access global AWS regions. Higher initial setup costs. Slower network speeds. Limited data encryption options. A disadvantage of using AWS Direct Connect compared to VPN connections is the higher initial setup costs associated with establishing dedicated network connections. What is an advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for data migration compared to traditional methods? Real-time monitoring of SQS queues. Automatic deployment of elastic beanstalk applications. Reduced data transfer costs and increased security. Scalable storage options for archived data. An advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for data migration compared to traditional methods is reduced data transfer costs and increased security, providing a cost-effective and secure solution for transferring large volumes of data to AWS. What is the benefit of setting up redundant connections with AWS Direct Connect? Lower costs for network connectivity. Decreased data transfer speeds. Easier troubleshooting for network issues. High availability and fault tolerance. Setting up redundant connections with AWS Direct Connect ensures high availability and fault tolerance by providing backup connections in case the primary connection fails, reducing the risk of downtime and ensuring continuous network connectivity. How does AWS Direct Connect assist in meeting data residency requirements? By replicating data across multiple DynamoDB tables. By automatically encrypting data in transit. By managing IAM roles for S3 buckets. By providing private connections to resources within specific AWS regions. AWS Direct Connect assists in meeting data residency requirements by providing private connections to resources within specific AWS regions, allowing organizations to store and process data in compliance with regional data residency regulations. What is the advantage of using AWS Direct Connect for content delivery networks? Reduced latency and improved content delivery performance. Automated content caching mechanisms. Limited content distribution options. Complex content encoding processes. AWS Direct Connect provides reduced latency and improved content delivery performance for content delivery networks by offering dedicated connections that ensure fast and reliable data transfer, enhancing the delivery speed and quality of content to end users. What is a key benefit of using AWS Direct Connect for data transfer to AWS Redshift? Reducing CPU utilization in EC2 instances. Facilitating encryption at rest in RDS instances. Ensuring high speed and reliable data transfer. Automating container deployments on ECS. A key benefit of using AWS Direct Connect for data transfer to AWS Redshift is ensuring high-speed and reliable data transfer, enabling efficient and low-latency communication for data analytics workloads. How does AWS Direct Connect help improve network performance for data transfer between on-premises infrastructure and AWS? By using shared network resources with other organizations. By reducing encryption standards for faster data transfer speeds. By increasing data transfer latency for additional security. By bypassing the public internet and providing a dedicated connection. AWS Direct Connect helps improve network performance for data transfer between on-premises infrastructure and AWS by bypassing the public internet and providing a dedicated connection, leading to lower latency and more reliable data transfer. How does AWS Direct Connect benefit organizations with strict compliance requirements? By providing a dedicated connection for secure data transfer. By enabling real-time data analytics. By offering unlimited storage capacity. By automatically managing IAM permissions. AWS Direct Connect benefits organizations with strict compliance requirements by providing a dedicated and secure connection for data transfer, ensuring compliance with data security standards. What is the purpose of an interface virtual private gateway in AWS Direct Connect? To establish a connection between AWS and an on-premises VPN device. To route traffic between different AWS regions. To connect the virtual interface to a virtual private gateway in AWS. To connect multiple Direct Connect locations. An interface virtual private gateway in AWS Direct Connect connects the virtual interface to a virtual private gateway in your VPC, enabling secure communication between your on-premises network and AWS resources. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.